Fast, slow, emotional, tantrums, romance, love, aggression, disgust, nasty, and daddy.
I mean, I'll go with an obvious one and say Nirvana.
Wah, wah.
I don't want to be dishonest and say something that's not actually a second favorite.
I guess my second favorite would be Blink-182. I love them, but they're not number one.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Yeah. Yeah, that's my second favorite band, definitely. Your World's on Fire, but I watch up from my high horse. That's what influenced like all the aesthetic decisions that were made from the album as well. I mean, just that feeling that not only in, you know, a macro sense, like the world is on fire and things are changing so rapidly and the way that we interact with our environments are changing, it can feel very personal that your own world is on fire when the things start deteriorating around you, whether that's, you know, your relationships or your mental health or the way that you navigate through the world. And so kind of like the combination of those macro and micro, and when you have enough time and space to be on your own horse watching your own world burn, it's kind of like this moment of, I need to fix something. Something needs to change in order for it to get better. The album cover came directly from that line as well. It was something that once I just started doodling it in my notebook, and then kind of sought out a photographer friend of ours, David Brandon Geating, because he has a way of making inanimate objects look very much alive, and I don't know that many photographers are able to do that at the skill level that he has. So he was someone who I really wanted to work with to make it. And then Kayleen and I went to New York to go meet up with him, and I, in like a frenzy, met like all these strangers off of Craigslist buying fucking globes and shit. And then we had an afternoon where we just like poured lighter fluid on them and set them on fire, and then would jump back, and then he would get the shot, and yeah, that's how we did it. So we set those on fire ourselves.
I've definitely gotten a lot of people where the albums made them more hopeful than they were, and they don't necessarily see it as being like you're watching things fall apart. It's more like, oh, it's like this record like really helped me through, you know, what I was going through. So
it was very intentional to only have a bit of the world on fire, right? Like, the world's not completely on fire. It's just burning a little bit. Like, you still have this chance to, like, put it out and to start anew. Like, it's not complete destruction. It's just a warning. And I think that's something we can, like, very much feel when we're going through that personal shit ourselves, is that we can allow ourselves to completely self-destruct, or we can use that hurt and, like, rebuild from that place. Either way, you're building on top of ashes, but you can rebuild. So, I don't know. The hope's there.
We're avoiding the issue with ourselves. I think it's a common thing for us as a society to constantly not focus on ourselves to be better and to do better for ourselves. And that also includes, I know it's kind of hard to say that it also includes everybody else, but like, it's hard to care about other people when you don't even care about yourself. So I think that's really a very important thing, is that we should learn that caring starts within, and then you can spread it outwards, and you can understand why it's important about these other issues, because if you actually can care about yourself and you can care about, I think, the idea that other people are also looking for that inner peace, and sometimes you have to do your best to help them to try and gain that too. And if you can find that in yourself, you can help other people find that in themselves too. But I'm still trying. I think that's the. It's an ongoing journey. It's not something.
It's like a lifelong journey.
Yeah, you can try all you want to get to the top, and like you can still get there, but you know the mountain will continue to rise. You know what I mean? And most importantly is that you have to keep working at it and not give up. And that's the number one thing people want you to do, is give up. It's so easy to give up, but if you can keep working and know that there is, you know, hope in sight, you know, I think that's it.
I feel like I have the laundry list of things that are I care about, but I think they all start from that same place. Like once I learned to actually care about myself, I realized that there's like this enormous well inside of me to care about not just everyone around me, but like the whole planet. It's like this one community. And I don't know, I get like very far out hippie when I think about the like collective breathing consciousness that we all have, or like, okay, well, if I could learn to love myself, then that love can be spread around. Depends who they are. Yeah. Depends who they are.
It's either left or right.
Yeah, people are either like, I'm definitely listening to this band, or they're like, yeah, this band's probably terrible. It's usually one of those two.
Yeah.
If they're like an older white man, their first instinct is to seek me out on the internet and tell us that we should change our name. That's usually their first response. I gotta find them and tell them what they're doing is all wrong.
I've definitely seen a lot of, like, even the shows, like, oh, I just, I saw you guys posted on, whatever's website. I was like, I saw the name. I had to go to the show. I had to buy tickets, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Owe a lot of new fans to that.
I've definitely seen both in the same, like, marquee. Someone go, Mannequin Pussy, or Mannequin Pussy. So I never, just don't know how to feel when it's like, just come watch us. You might like it.
I've really enjoyed being like, well, if we did change our name, we would just change it to Pussy. So you can stop sending suggestions.
My mom wants it to be MP, but I think it's just because she's a God-fearing Christian woman. She's a sweet old lady. It's just not going to happen.
I feel like that's like some like fifth record shit.
Yeah, yes. But she's coming around. Yeah. She's like, okay, you guys are doing all right. I guess the name's not too bad. I'm not saying it.
That we're bad because they think our name is bad? I don't know.
I would say that they have any conception at all of us before even hearing us. Like, that's like, you have no idea what you're walking into. I didn't know, like, I was a fan before I joined the band, and I definitely was like, name, don't know what I'm about to listen to, and then heard it, and I was like, this is, I guess, fitting. I don't, this is wild. Hey, we're Mannequin Pussy, and for more music and videos from some of your favorite artists, please check out the links here. Is it swipe up or down? I don't know, left or right? Right, please. On APTV.
Is that workable?